go.
Correct way to act on a first date. Chill. Fucking chill.
It depends on the person you're with.
Joey, tell us your advice.
I don't know. I'm one of those people who are just like,
Read hentai.
I'm gonna unapologetically be myself, and if you like that, then cool. If you don't like that, then sorry.
Okay, Joe, you take someone out on a first date.
Sure.
What are the few basic things you must do or must not do?
You know.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a scenario. We go out for dinner. We go for a movie and it ends. That's going to be it.
Okay.
What are the things that you're going to do 100% and you're not going to do?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to be like, do you have some time afterwards? You know, like maybe we can give some suggestions, right?
Okay,
Like make sure that you know what you're doing, right? Be
Yeah.
confident. You know, like we could like, oh, you know, do you want to go to a cafe or go to a restaurant or whatever, right? And if they're receptive to that, then cool, you go there. I think the one thing, and this is not even just in like dates, I think this is just with like even any platonic relationship that you have with someone. I think showing an interest in any way by like asking questions to like whatever it is that they say is like always a big plus. Because like, you know, if you, for instance, if I'm on a date
I hope
with
you'd ask questions. It's the first date, Joe.
Yeah, if I'm on a date with you, right, and we're at a restaurant and you like, you know, mention something that you like, instead of just being like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
To be like, oh really? Like what is that like?
Yeah.
You know? And like never bringing yourself into it unless asked.
It's always easier to, when you're talking to someone new, people always have an easier time talking about what they're into and what they like. So keep asking about that.
Yeah, keep asking. Like make sure that like asking questions is so important because it tells the other person, oh, they're interested in what I have to say. And that's always a good sign.
So Joey, we've had our dinner.
Yeah.
It's going great. The bill comes.
Yeah.
What are you doing? How you handling this one? This is always a
Well,
contentious topic.
It depends on my current financial status. If I'm a broke college kid,
okay.
then, and you know,
I look at the bill. It's
yeah.
150 bones.
150
You racked it
bones.
up.
All right. Well,
You racked up that
First of
that
all-
wine you shouldn't have gotten.
yeah.
probably.
First of all, I like during this conversation at the restaurant, I vibe check, right, to be like, okay, are they the type of person that expects me to pay for everything,
Nah, I'm splitting the bill.
or are they cool with splitting the bill?
Okay,
And then I discern that, and whichever one I think is the answer, I ask. So if they're the kind of person who's like, or you know, it also depends, I think, as well for me, how much I enjoyed myself during that time, right? If they were kind of boring, I'm splitting the bill. Like I don't give a fuck.
So cruel.
I don't give a fuck.
Joey.
I'm like,
Why stop there? Make them fucking pay for it.
no, I mean, I won't do that. I mean, unless they were like really shit to me. I believe in equal rights. Right? If I'm on a date with you and you're being a real bitch about everything, then I don't give a fuck. We're splitting the bill.
Suicide comes out.
But if I had a really fun time, I'm happy with paying for the bill.
I'll always pay the bill. Always try to. Me personally, I believe as well. If I even invite my friends out, like I'm like Joey, go on, let's go for dinner. If I invited you, I feel like I should pay.
Sure.
Because I'm the one who instigated it.
Right.
But I would hope in the back of my head, I'm like, I hope she offers to split it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
But I'd hope that they would offer to split, just so that in my head I'm like, nah. But that's nice. No, I'm gonna pay it though. I'm gonna pay it because that way I feel like, oh, okay, good. Like, they were prepared.
I mean, it's a good test. I've never been on a first date in the adult world, only in like the kind of like, I don't know, teenage world. So that's completely fucking out the window. But you know, I would think, right, that if the person is very, very not okay with splitting the bill, then I probably would not be okay with them as a romantic partner, you know?
But I believe in, even though it's outdated and whatnot, you know, I think being a gentleman's all right. You know, I think I don't mind paying the bill and doing all that stuff. If it was beyond my means, I would probably try to go to a restaurant.
You're saying that because you have like a comfortable job and a comfortable income.
No, but even when I had no money, I would always pay. And then every single time afterwards, I'd be like, fuck's sake.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was the same too when I had no money. But at that point, I would, again, do the vibe check. Yeah. I'd be like, was this worth me paying for the bill? Then, okay, I'll pay for the bill.
Because you could potentially make a roadblock there where there wouldn't need to be one, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like if the date's going great, you could just cause a little bit of a friction there by, making it a problem if you did.
Yeah.
And there can always be something on like, but for sure the second or third day, I expect them to offer half.
Well, yeah.
Because then it's like, come on now, this is becoming a regular thing. Come on, let's figure a system out.
I'm
here.
not your ATM, all right? Like,
Yeah, I remember the first time when I came to Japan, I went on like, because I remember I had like no furniture or anything.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be in my apartment.
Sure.
I was trying to go on as many dates as I could because I just wanted to. I also wanted to, I was in Japan. I wanted to date a little bit.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I remember the first like month, I was like, holy shit! I spent way too much money paying for all these bills. Jesus Christ! I can't keep doing this.
See, you should have. See, in the case with Japan, this is the perfect country where you're completely okay with splitting the bill.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of.
Yeah, but
this is the country where it's like you don't want to be too greedy. You want to be considerate of others. And from my experience, like with having Japanese friends, men or females, like that most of the time they are completely okay with splitting the bill, especially if it's the first time, because they don't want to be like a burden to you, right? Might be different in other countries and cultures. I don't know. But from my experience, that's what it's like here.
What do you not do in a first date then?
Shit yourself.
Generally, the agreed upon things to not do is to don't talk about politics, religion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Generally a good thing, but also it's okay to vibe check someone.
I mean,
on some stuff because if you're gonna be with them, I'd like to know right away if they're a wacko.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to get to know them as best as possible, including some of the stuff that we might disagree on, because there are some core values.
I don't know.
Right?
I feel like if they're a wacko, they'll just say it without you even asking.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But some people are very good at not showing that they believe in some insane shit.
Right.
I'm sure you've come across.
I mean,
like
it's
this,
not just like first dates. It's like just people around us.
The number one rule that I would say is don't talk about prior relationships.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bring it
Well.
up.
Yeah.
Don't bring it up.
Big red flag there. Don't talk about star signs.
Don't talk about star signs.
Don't talk about star signs.
I think you need to like set the expectations of like who you are in a sense. Like if you're like willing to make jokes and stuff, just make sure you like don't change who you are. Because some people like they are like 180. Like,
okay,
I know some dudes who are like.
Here's the thing.
When they're dating, it's like a different person.
Yeah. Here's the thing, because sometimes I get into this kind of like debate with myself, and this doesn't just apply to first dates. This applies to just meeting someone for the first time in general.
Sure.
Like, do you go full in 100%? This is you, and all of your quirks and maybe weird sides of your personality, or do you, the first time you're meeting someone, calm it down a little bit? Not exactly change who you are, but just maybe dampen the quirkier sides of you.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because sometimes I say stupid shit, so I'm like, before I say all that, I want to like kind of vibe.
I think if I was unapologetically like 100% me, and I went up to someone, meet them for the first time, and it's just like, you should see my Twitter likes. I don't think I'd have any friends.
That's also just being considerate. I think. I think being respectful of new people you meet is just a good life advice in general.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then when you get close to someone, you can start bantering a bit more and have that kind of
exactly
kind of back and forth a little bit.
And hopefully by then, like the other person will have like liked enough of you to the point where you'd be comfortable with saying maybe some like weirder sides of you, and they'll just be like, but that's just him. That's just him. It's whatever. It's cool. You're still cool with me, type of thing. So it's tough. It's
I'm a classic kind of date guy. I think I like just going on for dinner. Yeah. So then I can just talk. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
I just want to vibe check.
I hate dinner dates.
I love dinner dates.
Because I get too focused on the food.
That's a great bonding experience. The food, but I mainly want to go there to just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird for me, because every adult relationship I've been in, it's kind of been like we've kind of. There's kind of been like flirting, and we've liked each other even before there was even like a first date, So I've never had this kind of game that you needed to play on the first date, where it's just like, do I invest, like how far do I investigate whether I want this person to be a romantic partner? Do we pursue it further? That sounds like a nightmare to me, actually.
Yeah, I mean, because adult dating is weird, because it's more like fishing. Where you're like, people are when they're on a date, there's certain, from after a certain age, there's like expectations, as opposed to when you're like 20 and it's just like natural that you like each other.
Yeah.
It's very, very different. And
the reality sets in.
Yeah, navigating that is very tough.
Definitely. Yeah, so I think just general vibe checks are always important. Don't be a dick, but also, be yourself.
But also, you scored a first date.
Yeah.
Hell
well
yeah,
done.
man.
Don't fuck it up.
Dress nice, don't dress too nice though.
You that means you are already a step above the should I confess to my crush guy. You know?
Have everything planned. Have the expectation that you might have to pay for everything, but be pleasantly surprised when you don't.
And just
have a good
have
time.
fun.
Have fun. Dates are fun.
Just have fun.
Getting to
Have
know people is
fun.
exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Even if it doesn't work out, you met a new person.
When you
That's
get married,
great,
you
man.
can never date again unless you
Exactly.
get divorced. Then that's a really bad process. So enjoy your dates while you have them.
Totally.